Hello and welcome again to Michael TV. Yesterday I went shopping and I bought a few little things just in terms of evangelization and all the rest, and especially evangelization in this whole LGBT area. And as I bought a few things, I said, you know what, today I'll do a little video clip educational on the different symbols and the different things. So first thing I needed was a bag, so I bought a nice bag. Now, for those of you who know, obviously this bag is just a rainbow color bag, but the rainbow color is often associated with basically gay, LGBT. Now you might be wondering why. I'm not an expert on the issue, but from what I understand, it's because the rainbow, if you like, incorporates all the different colors. The white light is dispersed into 7 different colors, and basically I suppose LGBT, if you like, represents the different expressions of sexuality, gender, all that sort of stuff that can exist. And so the rainbow flag, the basic expression of different colors and spectrums, seems appropriate. So anyway, without further ado, we're going to delve into this bag. Now, because I'm in a teacher mode today, every good teacher I think needs a hat. And so the first thing I need to do is put on my hat. Can you see it? Is it working? Yes. So as you can see, it's performing fantastically. Okay, I'm going to fly away. Right. So first thing I have then is the LGBT flag. So basically it's the same as the bag. Rainbow colors, you're all familiar with it already. L for lesbian, G for gay, B for bisexual, T for transgender, and transsexual, whichever term you use. And sometimes we say Q as well, LGBTQ, Q for queer. So basically there are lots of different terms. Why there isn't a H in there for heterosexual people, I don't know. They're also part of God's rainbow, but that's another question for another day. So next little thing I have in my bag is another flag, okay? It is this flag. Anybody out there know what this one is? Going once, going twice, okay. This one is the bisexual flag. So there are many people out there that identify as bisexual. They say that they're equally attracted to the same sex and to opposite sex. Often if you talk to them, they've had both types of partners in their lives. And some people will try to say, no, you're straight. Some people try to say, no, you're gay. And they will say, sorry guys, but I'm neither one or the other. I go both ways, as they say. So this flag, if you like, represents those people who identify as bisexual. So, ready for the next one? The next one is... This one is... Yes, this one is transgender. Transsexual, well, I think transgender is the more appropriate term. So as we can see, there's a light blue and there's a light pink. And I suppose we'd call that baby blue and baby pink. And in the middle, you've got white. And I guess this just represents the whole area of gender, boy, girl, and gender confusion at birth. I think that's why the colors are so light. And basically, you know, boys who find themselves trapped in a girl's body are identified that way, and people who identify as girls trapped in a boy's body. And so this is the flag basically that they will find themselves comfortable with. Now, both of them are obviously included in this, you know, the gay one, if you like, is there. That's LGB, so the bisexual one is included, and T for the transgender one. So this one, if you like, is the umbrella one, and these ones are subcategories, if you like. So a few little more things in my goodie bag. So I'm just going to put these down first over here so you can see them. Great. Okay. A few more things. Well, I couldn't resist it. I just saw them for cheap, and I got a nice pair of socks. So they could also equally be clown socks, but I'm going to put them on right now. So yeah. So basically, maybe sometime if I'm doing some crazy evangelization or something in the middle of Soho, not sure if it would be appropriate, but anyway, since when have I been too worried about being appropriate? Though I probably shouldn't dress like this if I went to somewhere like Fatima or Medjugorje, unless I wanted to get kicked out. But anyway, on the other hand, maybe that's exactly what I should do. Anyway, next thing I've got in my goodie bag. How do you like the socks? All good. Next thing I've got, okay, is some juggling balls. Yes, many years ago, gosh, if I'm 38 now, nearly 38, so it was almost 18 years ago I learned to juggle. Problem is I didn't keep it up, which means that I'm a bit out of practice. But anyway, all that aside, these just happen to be also pretty close to the LGBT colors. But also as I was watching it, I was thinking, well, there's also three for the Trinity. Trinitarian. And we can imagine the three people of the Trinity, if you like, in perfect love, and they're all moving around with each other, and they're all in perfect unity and perfect harmony. And so the Trinity, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, God the Father, loves everybody, every single child, and so he loves everybody who's in this LGBT spectrum as well. And he is calling us in the church to integrating everybody, to making everybody welcome, to understanding it from a spiritual point of view, from a theological point of view, from a psychological point of view, and to be open to basically the action of the Holy Spirit, because remember, the Holy Spirit is going to teach us. He will teach us all things, but we need to be humble. And we need to be humble and say, up to now, the church has not been, sadly, a welcoming or understanding place for LGBT people. And so that needs to change and has to change. And so we need to be very humble and say, yes, the Holy Spirit, the Trinity, I should say, wants to teach us how basically LGBT people are also called to holiness. However, how they can still stay who they are. Okay, so anyway, without further ado, you've seen all my paraphernalia at this stage. I'm like a circus clown, but anyway, who cares? I'm going to try to juggle to amuse you, because it's almost certainly going to fail. So anyway, from London, from me, have an awesome day. Keep in your prayers. Pray for all people in the LGBT spectrum. Pray for people you might know in the LGBT spectrum. Pray for people that you don't know are in it, but they are in it already. Could be your son, could be your daughter, could be your cousin, could be people. You don't have to go too far, you'll find one. So, okay, thank you for watching and have a great day. Oh well, I almost got it. Okay, next time I'll improve, promise.